This altcoin is going up 300% by the next 4 months. What price will Bitcoin end the year at? And which altcoins are actually worth investing in? This is what I'm gonna cover in this video, but that's not my advice. This is what analysts, researchers, and big banks are predicting. So in this video, I'm going to give you 5 biggest crypto predictions from 2026. Whether or not they will come true is for you to interpret. Let's get to the first one. Arthur Hayes says Hyperliquid's HYPE token will reach $150 by August 2026. Right now, as I'm recording this video, it's around $40. So that means nearly 4x growth, which is around 300% in the next 3 or 4 months. Is this possible? Well, let's look at the facts here. Hyperliquid is one of the most successful altcoins of this year so far. Year-to-date chart shows the token has nearly 30% growth, while Bitcoin and Ethereum have dropped nearly 20% in the same time. So Hyperliquid does have momentum on its sides. It is, of course, the biggest perpetual trading exchange in the market right now. There is competition from other exchanges like Aster, which is backed by the Binance founder CZ. But Hyperliquid has all the popularity. It has a TVL of more than 4 billion. The trading volume is very healthy. There is growing. There's a lot of new upgrades. So yes, there is a positive outlook for Hyperliquid's HYPE token. But Arthur Hayes' $150 prediction, is it accurate? Well, look, there is a pattern behind it. He's giving a very high prediction because he has invested in HYPE token recently and very publicly. So 150 is not impossible. It could happen in a bull market and in an altcoin season, but the trajectory for a 300% growth would mean money would also flow into other major altcoins like Ethereum, like meme coins like Doge, like BNB. So Arthur Hayes may be trying to give a bit more optimistic prediction of this token, but nevertheless, HYPE does look like an upward trajectory, and the prediction of Hayes supports it. So the next one, Robert Kiyosaki predicts Bitcoin to end the year at 250,000. Bitcoin is currently around 75,000. That's a very bold prediction. Now, Robert is, one of the biggest financial analysts of the world. He's also the author of the bestseller book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Now, here's a caveat. I'm not saying that Bitcoin cannot grow by 200% in the next 8 months. It is possible. It has happened in the past. But let's do the current market dynamics. There's a lot of macro pressure. As I'm saying this now, the Iran war is still raging on. Donald Trump is going back and forth with the ceasefire, and Bitcoin has been right up against the pressure. It's correlated to the stock market, it's correlated to oil prices. So when S&P 500 goes up, Bitcoin does follow, and S&P 500 goes down, Bitcoin follows. This has been the case for most of this year. I personally don't see this happening. My analysis says that Bitcoin is going to end the year on a bullish phase. We might see previous all-time highs like 126k being touched, or maybe near that, but 250k is a little more ambitious. To be fair, there is a lot of bull case to support this hypothesis from Robert Kiyosaki. The number one being Morgan Stanley, the biggest US investment bank, entered the Bitcoin ETF game just this month. So there's a lot of funds coming in. They're offering the lowest fee Bitcoin ETFs. So even the institutional investor that didn't previously invest in Bitcoin might start investing again because of this low fee, because how efficient this is. So 250k for me is not a realistic prediction, but that's what the big financial analyst is predicting. So keep that in mind. Also to keep in mind that Robert predicted previously for Bitcoin to end 2025 at 150k. That didn't happen, although it went very close. So moving on, what's the third prediction? This one is actually from Coinbase and it's more grounded. Coinbase recently published a research that predicts that MicroStrategy's constant buying will help Bitcoin in critical support level. What does this mean? Critical support levels are when a price range when Bitcoin is moving back and forth and cannot breach a certain level. Right now it's around 77 to 78k. If it breaks that point, the next key resistance or key support level is at around 83,000. For Bitcoin to break these levels, there needs to be a market shift. Let's say a whale needs to buy tons of Bitcoin, or maybe a lot of institutional investors needs to come in, or even normal investors like me and you need to be crazy and buy lots of tokens. So something market shifting needs to happen. Coinbase says MicroStrategy aggressive buying is that catalyst. Now, after Coinbase said that, MicroStrategy did make a huge Bitcoin purchase just this week. They bought around, I think, over 2.5 billion in Bitcoin, which is the largest purchase since 2024, late 2024. So it does seem like Bitcoin might break out of the 77 to 78k support level and surge past 80k. Might see a bit of dip with the macro situations, but it might happen. So yes, Coinbase prediction, Bitcoin to break its support level when MicroStrategy aggressively buys. That aggressive buying happened. Let's see how Bitcoin performs. Now the fourth one, and this is more of a very realistic for me, the most realistic prediction so far. Citigroup, the Citi banking group, one of the largest banks in the world, says Ethereum will end this year somewhere around 3,100, which is very realistic. Currently it's around $2,200. 3,000 in a bull market or in a moderate market is very realistic. Obviously, that would mean Ethereum will end this year below its peak prices from last year, which was more than 4,000. Now, the fifth and final prediction that you are not ready for. Analysts, more broadly XRP analysts, are saying the altcoin from Ripple will end the year at around $8 to $10. Stop right there. It won't. Analysts are always trying to shield XRP. I personally love XRP, but the influence on overzealous vocal prediction from the XRP army is undefensible. XRP is potentially not gonna top around its price of $3 in the current market or even in a bull market. Why? To know everything behind XRP, its price prediction, and what price it could potentially go to in the near, medium, and long term, watch our XRP debate that's on the CryptoManiaks channel. We go through all the details there in more broader and in a fun debate settings. So this was the 5 biggest prediction you need to know. Hyperliquid, Bitcoin, MicroStrategy buying, Citigroup's Ethereum prediction, and XRP. Which ones do you agree with? Which ones you don't? Let us know in the comment box below and subscribe to CryptoManiaks for more insights and analysis.